Hello and welcome to Take Time. I'm your host, Patrick Marlett. Today we're taking a look at a watch inspired by Dumbo. No, not the 1940s Disney animated film, but the umbrella octopus nicknamed after it. Much like the octopi, the variety of MMIs are described to share similar characteristics in both camouflage and flushness. I don't know about all of that, but I do know the Dumbo by MMI is one design that's hard to miss that you do not want to miss out on. Now, before we get into the video, I want you all to know that this prototype is only being lent in for review. However, a full production unit will be shipped my way once the Kickstarter concludes. So a special thanks goes out to Victor and the team over at MMI for sending this Dumbo my way. Now, as I like to do with all my reviews here on the channel, I like to start with the bad and move on to the good before giving my final verdict on a review item. So without further ado, let's talk Dumbo. While there are a variety of case models from 316L stainless steel to DLC coated variations, we have the CUSN8 bronze version with blue dial. In total, there will be 11 models of the Dumbo for consumers to choose from, either with an NH35 movement or Sellita SW200 inside. Every model will feature a 500-meter water-resistant case design equipped with sapphire crystal, ceramic insert, and helium escape valve. Notably, every watch will come adorned with BGW9 Swiss Superluminova and a total package to include at least 2 accessory options. For more details and updates, feel free to check out the Kickstarter link in the description down below. So, initially, when I received this very watch, I was told that a time-only version would not be made available. And I had asked because I knew a majority of us, myself included, would love to pick up a version of this watch that was time-only. Really, that was my only bad note concerning this piece, that one of the 11 couldn't be made time only. However, just before filming this video, literally an email an hour ago, I'm told that there will be 22 models available. So everything that's out there on the current lineup, as well as a time-only variation of every single model. So, other than that, they cleared up pretty much all my other issues. The leather strap options are to be elongated, as the current ones equipped are too short for larger wrist, and reportedly, the end links for the stainless steel variants will be shortened to allow for a better fit on smaller wrist. And in the what's more department, for those that dislike the name Dumbo, which doesn't have the best definition, your model can be made without that on the dial. It sounds like MMI is listening to their potential consumers, and that's a very good thing. I'm going to go ahead and ignore the elephant in the room, which is the date application. If you're a longtime fan of the show, you likely already know my feelings on this placement and display. So not to sound like a broken record, let's pretend that I have the time-only version in my hand. The blue dial version of the Dumbo is absolutely stunning. It's hard to tell at first glance, but it features light horizontal brushstrokes and an iridescent array of blue tones. I can only imagine how the other variants will come out, but if they appear anything at all similar to the blue dial version, I'm certain those consumers will be very pleased. The handset and dial are not too unlike other divers I've seen before, but if you enjoy this general layout, large broad hands with circular loomed hour markers, it'll feel right at home with the rest of your collection. But who am I kidding? This wouldn't be the Dumbo if it didn't feature that radical case design. Arguably, the larger selling point about this watch isn't the quality of the materials used, the range of options, or even its low price tag. The Dumbo is one of the most unique offerings on the market for its symmetrical Klondike construction. How do I mean? It's the perfect 46mm square that you've just got to have. Similarly to how I'm obsessed with Seiko's Tuna design, I am in love with this case. It's large, but not really. Because of the design's symmetrical shape and recessed lugs, we have a watch that fits squarely on the wrist, pun intended. The crown marries with the case to create its fourth corner. By completely aligning itself with the body at the 4:30 position relative to the hour, we have a design that is equally utilitarian as it is stylish. This is easily one of my favorite watch designs to date, excluding the date. And while no, this isn't the first square watch to have ever existed, I think Victor and the team over at MMI perfected the wheel, if that wheel was made square. I will state the case will green your wrist should you choose among the bronze versions of this watch, but that's to be expected from most bronze case designs. The 120-click bezel is perfectly dampened with a nice controlled action to it, and the loom found on the Dumbo is just that. Stupid. perfectly bright and even throughout the bezel, hands, and dial. I imagine it'll likely turn out even better with the production units, as I found most prototypes get a dummied down treatment in regards to Loom. Here's the CU SN8 Bronze Dumbo with blue dial on my 7¼ inch wrist, and no, I won't be commenting on the leather strap as it's not accurate to what the production units will be. However, when I am sent my own copy of the Dumbo, perhaps I'll give you all an update on the stainless steel bracelet, as well as the other strap options for those looking to buy post-Kickstarter. Now, this is what it'll look like for all of your admirers, and when you are going to admire it, it's going to look a little something like this. I was immediately taken when I saw this design for the first time, and upon viewing it on arrival, completely enamored. I'm a dive watch enthusiast at heart, and there's nothing in my collection or on the market quite like this watch. If you are looking for a unique dive watch offering with all the right specs and a great price, look no further. The Dumbo by MMI is one of the best Kickstarter projects this year and easily my favorite dive watch to come out in 2019. Again, my name is Patrick Marlett, and thank you for the time.